Good evening, greetings, and welcome. It's an exciting edition of Eckerd College Triton Soccer tonight in St. Petersburg. On the campus of Eckerd College, the Battle of the Bay as the Spartans from the University of Tampa have come on over for a late-season Sunshine State Conference tilt. Good evening, I'm Nate March. Devin A. Williams is here with me, and we've got a fun one ahead, one of the great conference rivalries that the SSC provides. Final week of the regular season, Eckerd coming in at 4-5-3, 1-4-3 in conference play. Tampa is 6-6-3, 2-3-3 in conference action. Neither team eliminated from conference playoff contention just yet, but this is a pivotal match between the two. It is also senior night here at Eckerd. The lights are already on. It is very dusky. Activity all over the Bayfront here at the Turley Athletic Complex. Activity over on the baseball field. Softball team is getting some live action in. Live batting practice was going on, possibly a scrimmage underway by now. Tennis was practicing earlier when I was first getting here. It's a fun time of year here at Eckerd. Starting lineups about to be announced, or actually being announced here at Johnson Field. Starting with the visitors from the University of Tampa, who are coached by Aaron Switalski. The starter in goal is Victoria Antunes, a graduate student from Portugal. On the back line, Sophia Carholm, Aaron McCarthy, Quinn Knapp. Up front at forward is Stephanie Delafourcade, Catherine Hostage, and Madison McAlone. Brooke Steigerwalt is in the midfield. Hannah Kirkpatrick is as well. So is Sophie Schrader. And I missed one player on that defensive line. That is Gabby Desatels, a graduate student from Sarasota. We will pause and honor our great nation with the playing of the Star Spangled Banner. And when we get back, Devin A. is going to take on over and give us the starting lineup for the Tritons. The national anthem concludes at Johnson Field, 45 minutes up on the clock. It's almost time to get underway. But first, I want to bring in my broadcast partner, Devin A. Williams, who did an excellent job holding down the fort for Saturday night's match. And Devin A., give us the starting lineup for the Eckerd College Tritons.
All right, starting for the Eckerd College Tritons tonight, we have Cadence Talbert in goal, Ashling Spulon, Lara Sanchez Rodriguez, Kaya Sinikal, Adoria Sanders, Hajar Benjoud, who had an amazing goal last game to tie it up, Clara Henriksen, Annie Stock, Abby Ripple, Andy Wells, and Kendall Drummond.
Hajar Benjude, one of those seniors, playing her final game here with the Tritons. She will have 1 year of eligibility left. I'm sure a highly sought-after potential final year transfer for several programs. But she is wrapping up her Tritons career this week. The Tritons do have 1 home game remaining, a rescheduled match on Friday night from the Hurricane Ian cancellations and postponements. But this is the regularly scheduled senior night, and so a good night as any to bring a big crowd out and have a teal out behind us to send the seniors off. Devin, as we take a look at the Tampa Spartans, again, they're a little ahead of Eckerd in the conference standings, have a better track potentially toward a conference playoff berth if they can come away with a win in this game. For the Spartans, players to keep an eye on, Catherine Hostage and Sophie Schrader. Both are dangerous goal scorers for the Spartans team. Tampa will defend the left end wearing their road reds, Tampa in their home whites. Antunes, the keeper for the Spartans, is in black. Cadence Talbert in a very light shade of teal for her keeper's uniform. Eckerd starts with the ball, and away we go in St. Pete. Immediately played to the outside in the direction of Drummond, trying to start a run. Down the pitch immediately, knocked out toward the midfield by Tampa. Eckerd a throw in. Comes in immediately in the vicinity of Annie Stuck. This time out over the touch line, and the throw belongs to the Spartans. Pass across the top of the box. Tritons don't have anyone pushed up as of yet to challenge. Benjude draws the start on the left wing. She's the closest Triton right now, but the Spartans push the ball ahead. Intercepted and taken away, though, by Sanchez Rodriguez. She passes ahead for Benjude, who's able to work the ball away from a pair of defenders, but not to another Triton. Backpedaling on the header goes Abby Ripple. Tampa pushing up, Ripple backpedaling, trying to get the angle defensively. Pushed deep down into the corner, potential cross for Kirkpatrick. The Tritons recover and knock the ball out. A throw in deep in the corner for the Spartans.
One thing that was evident in our last game against Nova Southeastern was that the Tritons really stayed patient for the first half. They didn't pressure too hard just yet. They wanted to give themselves some time to find the right time to start challenging.
Benjude comes out hard, can't quite recover all the way to Quinn Knapp. But Knapp not able to connect with another Triton, or rather another Spartan, and the Tritons reverse fields out to the far side. That's off Drummond over the far touchline. Throw in for Tampa. And another ball lost out on that far side for a Tampa throw-in. Headed right back out from whence it came. Early on in the 3rd minute, no score. Throw comes directly into the box. Cleared away out into the bench area. And so yet another Tampa throw-in originating from just about the same area. And the Tritons deflected the ball out over the end line, so Tampa awarded the first corner of the match. It comes from out on the far side. Spartans waste no time putting red shirts all over the 18. Kick served in, curling toward the post, headed up and over the goal. That was a well-placed corner kick, but not directed on Cage. And so a goal kick for the Tritons. It was Catherine Hostage who got on the other end. She is one of a pair of graduate student players in this starting lineup who came to, actually 3 of them who came by way of Syracuse University. As a local to that particular university, it's a program known much more for its men's team of late, but several ACC caliber players dotting this Spartans roster. And if we're being honest, after spending one winter in Syracuse, I would want to transfer to Tampa or just about anywhere in Florida. This ball blasted on by Benjude on the free kick. Knocked away back out into the midfield. Wells on the retreat, touching it back to the center circle. Out to the outside, but Tampa looking to mount their counterattack. The Tritons knock the ball into the Spartans bench. Throw in for UT. A little past midway through the 5th minute. Long pass ahead. Headed down, but the Spartans up on the challenge. A pretty pass slipped out to the outside with space to navigate for Della Fourcade. Double team gets there. Senecal challenging in addition to Ripple. Ball knocked out and a throw in for UT. Early portion of the 6th minute, no score. Knapp, a Boca Raton native, pops the ball into the box near the top of the 18, comes off the back of one of the Tritons. Eckerd trying to get going on the counterattack. Ball finds the foot of Aisling Spillane. Believe that's her first touch. Knapp puts a foot on it, but Talbert up off her line near the top of the 18, gathers the ball in 2 arms. Talbert waves everyone up and booms a far line drive punt into the vicinity of Benjude in the left side of the center circle. Tampa's been quick to the ball, though, and again they maintain possession on their own half. Looking to probe forward quickly. Ball slipped to the outside, now pass through down the sideline. Wells with a quick recovery. She leads the Tritons in minutes played this season, and a clean strip and takeaway for the senior Wells. Spillane playing in the midfield, puts a pass forward on the ground to the outside, goes stuck with it, trying to turn the corner. Loses the ball over. Drummond races in the middle of the field to challenge. Pass to the outside, taken by Senecal. And she'll leave it off for Spillane, who loads up, looking for Benjude. Benjude is on. She goes down the left side, just to the left of the 18, attempts a left-footed shot, and it rolls out the side for a throw-in deep in the Tampa end, near side.
The Spartans definitely want to watch out for Hajar tonight. She has the talent to shoot from practically anywhere, whether it's long or short.
Benjude and Spillane both have tremendous range on their shots. Spillane lost the ball off the inside of her leg over the touchline for a Tampa throw-in. Header volleyed into the middle. Stuck comes over, puts her right foot on the ball. Taken. Good settle by UT. Some short vicinity passing. Hostage. Physical battle on the Triton side, and the whistle goes against Sophie Schrader, who was all kinds of tangled up with Laura Sanchez Rodriguez.
Spillane to take the free kick for Eckerd.
Now she can threaten the 18 from here on her own half. And does so. A missile looking for Drummond, skims off another Triton's head first, but then carries down to the end line, a goal kick. Spallon's a threat on the goal anywhere inside of 35 yards, and even better than 50 yards down the pitch can create a set-piece opportunity by putting it to the 18. She has one of the bigger legs I've ever seen, and she has the takeaway here. Now, even at the D1 level, I've seen very few players that can, with consistency, launch a ball the way she can.
Both her, Benjude, and Drummond are all tied for the most goals on the season so far at 3.
Senecal works into the middle of the field. This is touched. It's a little beyond Benjude. And Tampa again able to clear into the midfield. Dancing the ball down, Sanchez Rodriguez looking to move it to the outside. Drummond comes back to challenge, but the ball hops right up over her. Early in the 10th minute, scoreless match between UT and Eckerd. Just inside the near touch line, De La Fourcade had it. Now back along the back line, and as you mentioned, Devaney, the Tritons conserve energy early. They're going to watch the alignments, see the tendencies. They're not going to come too hard too early with reckless pressure.
Yeah, they really like to take their time, save that energy. I feel like just in case they get to that second half within those final minutes, to make sure that they utilize the last energy that they have to either score again, tie the game like the last game against Nova Southeastern. They really like to conserve their energy.
Triton's not an especially deep team. They have weathered some banged up players over the course of the season as well. Ball knocked out into the Tritons bench. Stolen by Tampa, down toward the end line. Good interruption by Wells, stepping in, planting her foot to halt the ball and redirect it to the outside. Spartans throw in. One of the backline players comes sprinting forward into some open space, loads up, long shot. Talbert jumps and cannot save it. Buried into the back right corner from better than 25 yards out. The Spartans go in front 1-0 in the 11th minute. Tritons absolutely caught off guard that time.
That goal will be scored by Spartan Erin McCarthy off of her right foot.
For McCarthy, it is her first goal of the season. She sure looked comfortable taking that shot with all sorts of range. And just really perfect placement. You know, placing it cross field from left into the back right corner of the net, about, I would say, 80% of the way up the net, where Talbert was having to range left and time her jump. So the Tritons face an early deficit here on senior night. Midway through the 12th minute, Tampa leading by a goal. Throw in out on the far side. Comes to Drummond, pops it into the middle of the field, and didn't matter. The ball had crossed over the touchline before she made contact with it, and Tampa receives the throw. Throw in, lofted, down the line. Well, you can see, facing the early deficit now, the Tritons do begin to creep forward a intentionally bounced throw-in on the turf. But Tampa able to snuff that out. Long ball ahead, bounces into the Tritons bench for an Eckerd throw-in.
Now that Tampa has scored, I feel like we're definitely going to start seeing that increase in energy on pressuring the back line whenever they do have the ball. Try to get every attempt that we possibly can to score.
Sanchez Rodriguez back to Talbert. And a good bump off the ball by one of the Spartans. Dangerous situation. An attempt to recover by Wells. Able to briefly do so while barely getting off the ground. Spillon retreats back. Passes for Talbert. Has to get rid of it. It's knocked down in the box by Tampa. And whistle will give this over to the Tritons. But Eckerd winds up living dangerously in the 14th minute. Talbert to bang the kick away. In the center circle, headed back toward the Eckerd half by Tampa, out off the Tritons, and the Spartans have had the better of things so far in terms of ball control and creating opportunities. Tritons back on their heels a bit as this pass comes to the outside. Well, that pass inadvertently hits off another Spartan, but Tampa maintains control. Tampa playing with 9 players and now bringing all 10 field players briefly onto the Tritons half. Really, the default has been 8. The Spartans, a completely opposite strategy of what the Tritons have used so far, as they have been willing to push and pressure on everything to this point. Talbert, another soaring punt. Tampa able to wrest control of it, though, nearing 15 minutes gone. To the outside for Della Fourcade. More fine passing, but a mishandled ball. And in the middle, Senecal able to make the Spartans pay. Here comes Ben Jude with some room to work, angling right. Nice move to shake free, plenty of space. Slides a pass through into the box, a bit too long. Oh, that was a beauty for Clara Henriksen. It was about a half step too far for her to get a shot away. Antunes rolls the ball out to the far side. This is a dangerous ball, a free runner down the left side. Great recovery by a Tritons player out there, and even better, a fine job to back kick off the leg of the pursuing Spartan and turn this into a goal kick. "16 minutes gone, and a 1-0 lead for Tampa. A volley of headers, ball still hasn't come down. And when it does, it is narrowly saved next to the Tritons bench. Eckerd tries to push forward. Can't get enough bodies moving forward, though, to negate the Spartans' ability to calmly pass to open areas. Now here comes Drummond. But her ability to get on the ball lasts for only a moment. Now headed forward in the box. Talbert out, slides, and makes the grab.
That was beautiful coverage by Rodriguez, making sure that she could get that ball to Cadence before the Spartan could take a shot.
That was Catherine Hostage, who was in pursuit. Throwing for the Spartans, or actually for the Tritons here on the near side. Senecal up to take it. Toss down the far side. Triton's trying to angle in. Benjude gets a pass into the 18, but there's a wall of 4 Spartans there. And now Tampa trying to break out the other way. On the recovery, Ripple sends it ahead now. Drummond, and the ball is pinned down by a sliding Antunes. It was a foot race to the ball, and Antunes read it perfectly, leaving her line, racing to her left, and getting there before Drummond. Antunes with a spinning, twisting punt. Volleyed up into the air. Good physical play by Ripple. Senecal. Left-footed pass by Ripple ahead for Benjude. Trying to touch it into the middle for Henriksen. Tampa again, season control. More than midway through the 19th minute, Tampa up a goal. Spallon with room to work. Here comes a challenger. Gets it to Benjude, who works to her right. Slips ahead for Henriksen. And again, the Spartans able to recover on a good-looking Eckerd possession. Tampa with the throw-in.
I think that was some of the best connection that we've seen so far tonight from the Tritons, making sure to maintain possession of that ball to get it down into the 18. Just slightly missing that opportunity.
Ball played out of the air by Rodriguez-Sanchez, or Sanchez-Rodriguez, rather. There's a whistle and a foul against the Tritons. It is Sanchez-Rodriguez, whistled for it. Ball inside the center circle. It'll actually be carried slightly out of it.
Knapp to take the free kick for the Spartans.
McCarthy was around the ball. McCarthy has open space from about the same range where she scored the goal. Senecal realizes it late and marks her up. Ball is hit long ahead into the box. It is still loose down there on the ground, and Drummond able to knock it back up into the midfield. Turning to the outside, Henriksen retreats back to her own goal and tries a back heel pass to the outside. It works in terms of reversing direction of the ball, but the Spartans seize control of it again. A double team, and it doesn't pan out. Tritons need to scramble. An errant pass winds up on the foot of Senecal. She brings it forward with Benjude leading ahead of her. Pass through ahead, but twisting toward the touchline and out over the near side touchline. Too long for Benjude to run it down. Tampa throw in with about 24 minutes remaining, first half. Good effort by Sophie Schrader trying to keep the ball on the pitch, but out over the touch line. Tritons awarded a throw in. Senecal, one-touch pass by Spallon right back to Kaya. A series of short triangle passes. Ball winds up over to Wells now, coming straight up the middle of the pitch. Spallon with room to work, has it slide tackled away, but Senecal there to back her up and win back possession. Tritons have the field, well spread, long ball ahead, and headed away from Benjude. May stay on the pitch. It is saved in. Benjude keeps it inside the near touch line after Tampa initially saved it, and the cross by Benjude knocked out. Went out right in the corner. Looks like it will be a throw-in right down by the flag. Senecal goes up to take it. Spallon loads up, right-footed shot, and sends it sailing into the night, well wide right of the goal. .22.5 minutes to play first half, and Tampa up a goal. Tritons fall back. Wells hits a bouncing ball, but her numeric counterpart, Madison McAlone, hits it back the other way. Pass to the outside. There is spacing there. Two Spartans crisscross. Tampa able to spread the field, but Drummond with her knee takes a pass away, physically fights forward with it, but loses the ball over the far touchline in front of her own bench. Racing up, Spillane steals the ball away and hits it into the area where I'm sure she thought in her mind's eye that Benjude would be, but Hajar had to fall back on defensive rotation and no one there for the Tritons. Spillane keeps the ball moving. Wells.
One thing that we noticed last game against Nova Southeastern was Wells was able to dribble the ball farther than some of our strikers were able to from the back. So Sanders fell back for her so that she could continue to dribble down the field to get the ball to as close to the goal as possible.
Henriksen, off a beautiful setup from Benjude, put everything behind that shot and off a Spartans player's face. And the Tampa player able to retreat to the end line and play it out to the side. It did still sneak out, though, over the end line portion near the flag. And so Benjude to take the kick. I mean, Benjude did all sorts of work to set up that shot opportunity. Hesitation on the left-footed corner kick. It's headed by a Triton up and over the goal. Tritons put the pressure on. The sort of effort we've gotten used to seeing from Hajar Benjude over the years. And she's one of those players that came in right away out of Lakewood Ranch High School and was an immediate contributor starting as a freshman. Over to make the stop, Sanchez Rodriguez. Sanchez Rodriguez has it back. Ripple to her left, a touch for Spillane, now for Senecal. Able to get there just ahead of a challenging Tampa player, but stolen away by Della Fourcade. Still up and challenging, Henriksen. Spillane for Senecal, taking a run with some open space. Sprinting down toward the end line, too long. Antunes takes the kick pretty short. Took it quickly, too. Less than 19 minutes remaining now, first half. Spillane has the ball for the Tritons. Stuck, turning upfield. Creates space, back to her right. Her pass ahead for Drummond winds up between a pair of Spartans and trickles over the end line for a goal kick. "1-0 Tampa on the 27th minute. And the Spartans make the match's first substitution.
Looks like Knapp is coming out as...
Don't strain your eyes. The front of the jersey number's pretty hard on the eyes. But after she turns around, looks like Ella Armas.
Yes.
We're generally pretty lucky. Really good color schemes for most of the teams in the SSC, and Tampa's black on red is as well. This isn't an issue of that, more so just the front numbers. A little too small for easy ID. Benjude fighting hard along the touchline. Pass still stuck ahead. Knocked out of the air, though, by Ripple for the Tritons. Perfect connection to Drummond on a distance pass, skimming along the turf. Drummond carries it forward, tries to knock the ball ahead. No one there. Tampa turns it back, but it comes right to Spillane. She looks for space on the right side and just too far down for Adoria Sanders to be able to make a run to it. Aaron McCarthy's long-distance goal in the 11th minute, the difference thus far. Tritons come up to challenge again, but the Spartans turn it back. Leaping deflection out of the air by Sanchez Rodriguez. Tampa throw in front of their own bench. Throw in chested down by Stuck. Passes into the middle for Spillane. Sanders forward for Drummond. Tries to make a turn to her left. Unable to do so, and then Sanders commits a foul.
At this point, if they're able to collect possession after this free kick, I think it would be best for the Tritons to switch the field. They've been on the far side of the field for quite a bit now, so switching the field might be the best option to make our way down towards the goal.
Brought ahead off the dribble, pass to Drummond. She's tightly covered, trying to fight her way out of it. Sends the ball long for Henriksen, but Tampa well positioned yet again. Sanders battling for it for Eckerd. Now Spillane angling to her left, has it taken away. Good recovery, stepping up to challenge Ripple. And a whistle and foul against the Spartans.
Abby Ripple to take the free kick for the Tritons.
Ripple, a freshman from Altamonte Springs. Head for Benjude, uses her left shin to bring it down. Ripple passes away from Hostage. Benjude gets it down the line for Senecal to take a run and knocked out off of Carholm. Senecal up to take the throw in. Lofted just to the left of the box. Henriksen dribbles away from the box, leaves it down into the corner for Senecal. Back out, Henriksen, cross into the box. Unable to find a Triton there. Stuck turns, plays it back. Didn't get much on it, but Wells is up to receive. Her pass ahead for Sanders, though, taken away. Tritons leveraging their back line quite a bit here. They have to run back. They're able to recover as Tampa elects to move the ball back and switch fields without a contest on the back line. 13 and a half minutes remaining. First half, Tampa up a goal. Beautiful evening for soccer. Not too hot, but certainly not cold. No precipitation. Just the gentlest of breezes. There's two more Spartans waiting at the scorer's table. Throw in by Senecal. It's too high. Ball winds up back with Senecal along the near side. Spillane touches back. Well done using the turf to provide most of the momentum for that pass to put it on the foot of Sanchez Rodriguez. Out to the far side. Wells looking for somewhere to go with the ball. Pushed it ahead, but couldn't get it to Stuck. Tampa again able to seize back control of possession.
Tritons are still not showing great pressure as the Spartans continue to pass the ball, switch the field along their back line.
Now this is a long send. Hostage trying to run it down. Ripple is back and watches it over the end line. A goal kick. And this will allow Tampa to make their substitutions.
Sophie Schrader, coming out along with, could not see that second Spartan that came out. But looks like number 25 is in, Kirkpatrick.
Kirkpatrick, a native of Pittsburgh. And actually, Kirkpatrick was among the starters, so we'll wait and see for the official report on that substitution.
Looks like Sorotsky is in for McElhone, and Richardson is in for Schrader.
Brought forward by Tampa into the midfield. They're coming in waves. That pass missed its initial target, but still another Spartan there to send it ahead. But taken away by Sanchez Rodriguez. Immediately challenged, though. But the Spartans whistled for a foul. It goes against Catherine Hostage. $10:20 to play in the half. Tritons hoping to equalize before the intermission. Eckerd now with their first two substitutes waiting at the table. Long ball ahead. Skimmed to the box off the top of a head. Henriksen trying to make a turn. Sanders up and pressuring. Spartans able to get the ball away. Tritons hold it on the Tampa half. Some quick passing just wide of the foot of Drummond. Spartan ball ahead. Wells challenging for it. Circling in behind to support Sanchez Rodriguez. She tries to bring it forward, but is stopped by a Spartan. Tampa moves it back. Drummond comes to challenge. Advantage for Tampa off what would have been an Eckerd foul. And the ball is out and over to Eckerd on the far side. Tritons with a throw-in upcoming and a pair of subs coming on first. Tritons bring Brooke Bisco and Sierra Hudson on. Drummond off. And see who the second Triton who left the field was. Benjude, who hasn't had a touch in a while, has the ball on her foot, back on the defensive side. Sanchez Rodriguez, a dangerous pass. Spillon unable to secure the ball. Della Fourcade, her pass taken away. And now Benjude with some room to run, being pursued from behind, but she's got speed. Trying to shake free as she gets within range to shoot. Out to the outside with a pass. Bisco, an early touch after entering. Down along the end line, another cross off the head of a Tampa player and out for an Eckerd corner. 7.5 minutes to go first half, and the Tritons trying to equalize.
Looks like Seneca is taking the corner.
Kaya Senecal with the left foot serves it on. It is played first by a Triton in the box and then knocked out by Tampa. From distance, the ball hit back toward the 18. Tampa sends it back toward midfield and out into the Tampa bench area. Throw in for the Tritons, but the Spartans able to exhale and rotate their defense.
They'll use a throw-in to go back to the defensive line for Eckerd. Give the front line a little bit of time to breathe before bringing the ball back up forward.
Ben Jude, well anticipated to shield the ball, works right, then left, still on her foot, thinks about it, crosses instead. Spallon loads up, hits it out toward the far corner. Sierra Hudson trying to run it down. It's out over the end line for a goal kick. Coming up on 6 minutes now, remaining in the first half. Antunes takes the ball short. Pass up the touchline. Wells turns and able to knock it off a pursuing Spartan.
Eckerd to take the throw in. It's going to be taken by Sanders. Looks like she's looking to go down line, looking for an option. She'll pass to Ben Jude.
Comes right back to Sanders. Well placed, but still feels dangerous going into the middle there. And then a mishit pass. Tampa able to briefly win back control. Trying to get to the outside. De La Fourcade challenging Senecal. Left-footed pass into the middle. One touch with some English on it. Ben Jude tries to head settle the ball, knocking it to the turf. And then comes running back. Good physical play by Ben Jude, but the pass got away just before she got there. This is left off, possible distance shot. Tritons may have caught a break on a potential handling of the ball that time. Pass to the outside, 4.5 minutes. Tampa up a goal, looking for another in the late stages of half one. Weaving back left. Now, Spartans player trying to back her way down the line. And it's a Tampa throw-in and UT substitutes.
The Eckerd College men's soccer team is away at Palm Beach Atlantic tonight. They're 42 minutes into the first half, but their score is 0-0.
Looks like Tampa with an upcoming set-piece opportunity out of the corner. Or actually a free kick to the left of the box, the equivalent of a short corner. Served across the face of the goal, a leaping header and a foul against Tampa going over the back of a Tritons player. Free kick inside the box for Talbert. 42 minutes have come and gone. Senecal in a tight spot. Pass to Ben Jude. Ben Jude fakes the pass back to Senecal, then works it back instead to Sanchez Rodriguez. Wells trying to bring the ball forward off the dribble. Pursued from behind. Pass ahead. Taken away by Tampa, but Ben Jude is there to win it back in the midfield. for the Tritons. Turns back to her left. Long right-footed pass for Senecal. On one bounce, it reaches her. Then takes an errant spinning bounce away. Senecal has to chase toward the near touchline. Able to keep control, but working back away from the goal. Coming up on 2 minutes remaining. Long crossfield pass by Ripple. Knocked toward the top of the box. And then sent high into the night sky and out over the far touchline.
Tritons are going to want to look for one more big push here before the end of the half. Looking to get the ball at least into the 18 for an attempt.
Crossfield pass. Tampa, not too much authority on that attempt to clear the ball out. Pass by Senecal, eludes a Spartan, finds its intended target. Bisco into the 18, stop and go. Back Senecal in the top left corner. Her attempt to pass back to Bisco, knocked off the leg of a Spartan for an Eckerd throw-in. 75 seconds remaining in the half. Tritons down a goal, trying to equalize. Over the near touchline again. Throw in by Senecal. Bounces into the 18. Attempt to turn and go. Nothing doing there. Spillon trying to settle to keep the ball from getting back out over the touchline. She does. Turns to her right. Retreating back toward midfield. 45 seconds. Benjude and Spillon come together. Two Spartans able to hang with the ball. Slip back for Wells with a head of steam. Coming down the middle of the field. Passes ahead. Able to find another Triton. 4 bodies up for Eckerd. They continue to push. Wells on to the offensive half with the ball again. 27 seconds. Spartans know they need one more good clear, and they may have it here. Sanchez Rodriguez needs to get it ahead. Left off short with 15 seconds. Here's a long ball up the pitch. It skims off a Tampa head. Here's a chance for Bisco. And it shakes free. Knocked away at the top of the 18. 5 seconds. Tritons can't quite get a shot away. And the horn sounds. Tampa heads to the intermission with a 1-0-0 lead. Devaney, what do we see in the first half?
In the first half, we had 3 shot attempts by Eckerd, 2 shot attempts by the Spartans with that 1 on goal to make the score at the end of the half 1-0. Next half, we'll definitely want the Tritons to maybe pressure that back line just a little bit more to at least make an attempt to see if we can steal possession of the ball and get a few more shot attempts, if not a goal, by the end of the second half.
Aaron McCarthy's 11th minute goal, the difference in the match thus far. We'll be back in just under 15 minutes with the second half. You're watching Triton Soccer on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.
Thank you to preferred partner of Eckerd Athletics, Cora Physical Therapy. For more information and to achieve a healthier you, visit coraphysicaltherapy.com, where patients with orthopedic problems, work-related injuries, sports injuries, and various neuromuscular and neurological conditions are always treated right. Domino's on 34th Street South. For pizza, wings, pasta, salad, and sandwiches, think Domino's, just a mile from campus on 34th Street South. And when you're in the stands at Triton games, don't forget to cheer on the Domino's in-game promotion to receive 1 free pizza.
Here, our mission is to move you, to challenge your thoughts, to keep you paddling onward. No bricks and ivy, but sun and sand, where learning happens everywhere, even here. A home for the adventurous, the doers, the free thinkers, and the best friends. Where we push you to become a better citizen, problem solver, creator, for the careers of today and new ones on the horizon.
We have there and the relationships I've built is something like I wouldn't be able to find just anywhere else.
It's just different types of people, so just seeing the new faces every day, having different types of conversation, seeing people are from everywhere at Eckerd College.
I would say the environment, the community, like the people that I've met is just so awesome. Like I know that after college, like I'll have lifelong friends, and I don't think I'd be able to get that anywhere else.
Thank you to preferred partner of Eckerd Athletics, Ferg Sports Bar and Grill. For 30 years, Ferg Sports Bar and Grill has been the official gathering spot for Tampa Bay Rays fans. Located in downtown St. Pete, Ferg's encompasses nearly 2 city blocks with both indoor and outdoor seating with live music. When watching your next Tampa Bay sporting event, check out Ferg's. Thank you to preferred partner of Eckerd Athletics, J. Harper Consulting. J. Harper Consulting is Florida's definitive network of vetted contractors serving insurance carriers and clients. For your next contracting project, check them out at jharperconsulting.com.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Thank you to preferred partner of Eckerd Athletics, Novak & Powell. To achieve your financial life on better terms, thank the financial service advisors of Novak & Powell at novakpowell.com. Novak & Powell helps from managing and preserving your wealth to leaving a legacy for your loved ones. Thank you to preferred hotel partner of Eckerd Athletics, Residence Inn. Experience a peaceful waterfront getaway at Residence Inn Tierra Verde. Located directly on the bay, the Residence Inn is a waterfront hotel just steps away from all your favorite St. Pete attractions. When booking your next St. Pete getaway, think Residence Inn.
A big reason why Eckerd succeeds on and off the court is because of the tremendous support we receive throughout the year. I want to thank the members of the Teal Society for your generous gifts to help fund our teams.
Even a small gift can go a long way to support our teams, such as scholarships, travel, uniforms, and many other things. Please consider joining our Teal and Steel Society today.
Visit EckerdTritons.com/give for more information. Thank you, and go Tritons!
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Yeah, there you go, there you go. Defenders over here.
Hey! Hello?
Hello?
Push-ups good? Yes! Great. Again. Let's see what I can do with my left. Again, still in. Step, Andy, step. I got your cover. Good! Yeah! Yes! Do you have something you need to say to the mic? I love hijab and juice. Chris! Now it's impossible for us to win. We're out here. We're wide.
Like, we're here if you want to play.
If you need help. Okay, guys.
Oh, well done.
That was a great pass. This is Hajar, and I'm signing out.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Thank you to preferred partner of Eckerd Athletics, Cora Physical Therapy. For more information and to achieve a healthier you, visit coraphysicaltherapy.com, where patients with orthopedic problems, work-related injuries, sports injuries, and various neuromuscular and neurological conditions are always treated right. South. For pizza, wings, pasta, salad, and sandwiches, think Domino's, just a mile from campus on 34th Street South. And when you're in the stands at Triton games, don't forget to cheer on the Domino's in-game promotion to receive 1 free pizza.
Here, our mission is to move you, to challenge your thoughts, to keep you paddling onward. No bricks and ivy, but sun and sand, where learning happens everywhere, even here. A home for the adventurous, the doers, the free thinkers, and the best friends. Where we push you to become a better citizen, problem solver, creator, for the careers of today and new ones on the horizon.
We have there, and the relationships I've built is something like I wouldn't be able to find just anywhere else.
It's just different types of people, so just seeing the new faces every day, having different types of conversation, seeing people are from everywhere at Eckerd College.
I would say the environment, the community, like the people that I've met is just so awesome. Like,
.45 minutes left for the Tritons here on senior night facing the UT Spartans. Welcome back for the second half of action. Devin A. Williams and Nate March here with you on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Tampa tallied in the 11th minute. That is still the only goal of the match. It was a long-distance shot by Aaron McCarthy shooting from left to right into the back right corner of the goal from about 28 yards out. Tampa controls off the opening start of the half, and a long-distance shot right away, handled on a bounce, waist-high by Talbert off the foot of Madison McAlone.
One thing the Tritons are really going to want to focus on this half is really beginning to pressure up front as the back line of the Spartans is just kind of playing with the ball, trying to switch the field. We really want our forwards to pressure that ball to at least make an attempt to drive towards the goal.
Pass back to the back line by the Tritons, and their home whites going left to right on your computer screen or mobile device. And that pass doesn't quite make it through to Sanders, a throw-in for the Spartans. Dezotels took the throw-in for the Spartans. Benjude challenging immediately. Spallon. Crossfield pass. Was batted out of the air initially by a Triton. It's Sierra Hudson, who is still out there after subbing in late in the first half. Here's Brooke Bisco, the other sub in the first half for the Tritons. Pass into the middle, Benjude working her way forward, tries to slip a pass over to Spallon. It's taken away. Spartans have 4-on-4. Long cross ahead. McAlone down toward the end line, tries to hit the brakes. Ball knocked out by Sanders. Corner kick for the Spartans. Corner in the near side. Tampa has 4 players break straight toward the goal. Drummond able to knock the corner away. Tampa still threatening. Flag is up. And the offside call will yield a free kick to the Tritons.
Stook to take the free kick.
Sent up into the midfield, headed first out of the air by Tampa. Tritons on the retreat. And Wells has to get it back to Talbert. She is pressured. Wells receives the outlet, racing toward the near touch line. Benjude short touch for Sanders, stolen away briefly. McAlone takes it deep for Tampa, knocked out, and an Eckerd throw in. Late in the 49th minute, Tampa by a goal. Benjude gets the pass ahead for Hudson. Drummond is running free down the right side. The pass doesn't make it through to her. Taken away to Sotels. A lot of room to bring it ahead. Slides a pass out to the left side in some open space. Spartan running up to it. Here's the cross. Knocked down in the box. Still pursued, still loose. Eckerd able to get it out of the box into the midfield. One-touch pass takes a fortuitous bounce for Tampa. Tritons were lobbying for an offside call. Didn't get it. They are able to clear the zone. Nearly 50 minutes gone by in the match. Hudson working through a crew of red shirts. Steigerwalt passes back. Out to the left side to Sotels, challenged by Drummond. Antunes keeps it on her foot. Bisco up with some token pressure. Here comes Hudson as well. Back to Antunes. Touches it away short. Spartans a really good passing team. That was a interesting attempt. Kirkpatrick tried an outside of the foot pass. Just looked to flick it to the outside for McAlone. Tampa back line controls. Hudson up to challenge, winds up knocking the ball out. Hasn't been a ton of offense in this match, only 5 total shots. And the only shot on goal is the one that went in the back of the net for Tampa in the 11th minute. McAlone lost it, and there's a bomb of a kick to the back netting. Up and over the goal. Talbert smashes it up the middle of the pitch. Benjude looks to turn and go. She has been swarmed each time she has needed a moment to settle in the midfield. Tampa has been quick to the ball throughout the match.
Bisco starting to show that pressure that I was talking about before, starting to pressure that back line to at least maintain, to at least get possession of the ball, whether to pass it back or to wait for someone to make a run up forward to pass it to.
Senecal on the throw-in. A short toss to Hudson. Kirkpatrick puts the ball into some open space. Sanders with a great job racing in, steals the ball and has a mile of green grass. Well, it's actually turf ahead of her. Into the middle for Benjude. Loads up, left-footed shot, up and over the crossbar. Sanders with a great effort for Eckerd.
First attempt by the Tritons that we've seen in a while, and what a beautiful attempt that it was. If it just a little bit lower, would have been a very similar goal to what Benjude scored last game.
Spallon able to shake free, trying to get to her right foot. She did, but couldn't get her hips turned. And winds up losing the ball right at the top of the 18. Field really spread as Tampa looks to come back the other direction. Benjude races all the way back to make a play defensively, touching the ball to her own back line. Really physical play there. That was Stook, I believe. And now Drummond out ahead of the pack of Tritons, while the Spartans rally back defensively. 54 minutes have come and gone, and the Tritons trail by a goal. Wells, a good thought, but it winds up too long for Sanders. Had to wrap the pass out around McAlone. Desautel to throw it in, but first a Tampa substitution.
Looks like she's planning to throw down line, patiently waiting for an option.
Throws a bouncer, stolen by Drummond. McAlone tries to wrap her up around the waist and is whistled for a foul. Spillane will take the kick. Lead official forcing Spillane to move the ball back. Tritons move bodies ahead.
Spillane's got a beautiful boot with great placement, so she's just looking for the best Triton to pass it to.
Puts a bomb into the box. It's up over Bisco. Headed out by Tampa. McAlone looking to turn and go. Spillane races up to steal the ball back. And able to secure possession via the throw-in, which Sanders comes up to take. Quickly in for Benjude. Tries to pop the ball up over her own shoulder and turn to it. And Benjude called for the push as she goes down. Steigerwalt going down with her. Tampa takes the kick short. 33:50 to play in the match.
Drummond coming in a challenge.
Pass slipped to the outside for Desautel. Drummond settles off her left knee. Able to push through contact with some room down the right side, angling in. A Spartan comes up to challenge, gets the ball to her left foot, leaves a pass off. Spillane clubs a right-footed shot high up over everything. Just couldn't get her knee over it at that angle.
Jackie Morris coming in for the Spartans.
Replaces Carlholm. Tampa back line looking to navigate forward. McAlone may be in an offside position. Nope, she stayed on long enough. Sanders loops back behind her and provides a challenge. This is coming our way. Desautel with the throw-in. Drummond back to her feet, able to take it away, leaves off for Benjude. Tight quarters, but able to split a defender. Get past her, angling left, passing out to the left in search of Hudson. Hudson, a one-on-one challenge, out along the far touchline. It's out for an Eckerd throw-in. Or did they get that call? That may have been, Hudson went down as she was shielding the ball from going out, and I think she was able to draw the foul call here, so it's a direct kick. Benjude will take it just inside the far touch line, about 25 yards off the end line. Similar spot to where McCarthy scored this game's only goal. Benjude bombs it into the box, headed down by Tampa. Bisco turns right and then back to her left. Ball poked free, but Benjude is there. Able to work back to her right, forces it through. Spallon gets to her right foot, shoots, and into the hands of Antunes, who falls to the ground with the ball clasped tight.
Update on the Eckerd Triton men's game. They are playing Palm Beach Atlantic tonight. Score still 0-0 with 7 shot attempts from PBA and only 1 shot attempt from the Tritons.
Well, as Tampa has shown here in this game, not about how many shots you get, but sometimes making one count, as the shot by Spallon a moment ago was the first Eckerd shot on goal, despite the 2-to-1 advantage ratio-wise for Eckerd in terms of shots. 6-3 is that actual number. And here comes another free kick for the Tritons on their own half. Just about 60 minutes have elapsed. Tampa's had the lead for 49 of them.
Looks like Ripple.
Played first out of the air by Tampa. Spallon trying to get it. Wells in pursuit. Comes up with the ball. Loads up. Right-footed pass ahead for Bisco. Settles it. She's giving up size to McCarthy, who fights her way through. Wins possession back for Tampa, but then Spallon in the center circle. Able to win it right back, but her pass threaded ahead to nowhere in particular. Drummond was trying to work her way in from the outside, but far too far to go. Bisco and Drummond up to challenge. McCarthy for Tampa, passing back and to her left. She was facing her own goal when making that pass. Ball ahead, Hudson tries to angle in, has the ball poked free from behind over the end line. Tritons with a corner out in the far side in the 62nd minute, down a goal.
Looks like Kaya Sitakal will take that corner for the Tritons. Another Triton that has great placement.
Wastes no time. Here it comes off the left foot toward the far pole. Hit by Sanders and then clubbed out by Tampa. Sanchez Rodriguez chases the ball to the touchline, shields, and wins a throw-in for the Tritons. She'll leave it off for Sanders. Throw in toward Benjude, headed back out. This has actually been awarded to Tampa as a free kick. So I guess Benjude being whistled for a soft shove in the back there. And this whistle goes against the Spartans right on the center stripe, it looks like. And so this is in Spallon's range again for the set piece. I guess really not so much of a set piece at this range, so much as just creating a scrum of an opportunity. Blasted right up the middle of the field, comes off Hudson, and a whistle and foul against Hudson. McCarthy works the ball back. Drummond up to challenge McCarthy when she receives the return pass. But diagonally works the ball away, but that's mishit by Tampa. Tritons with a throw-in, 26.5 minutes to go in the match. UT 1, Eckerd still nil. Dump back to Spallon. Long distance shot. And up and over from a long way out. She gets a ton on it. You can see how hard it was for Antunes to judge the flight of the ball. But ultimately not on cage. Some substitutions. In the center circle, touched ahead for Spallon. Left-footed pass ahead for Hudson, hitting the Jets. It's a foot race to the ball. Played into the middle. Tampa takes control and gets the ball out to the outside. Whistle goes Tampa's way. Hudson challenging Tampa for the first time in a while, pushes the ball onto the Eckerd half. Talbert runs up off her line beyond the 18 and sends the ball out in the midfield to give the Tritons time to retreat. More than 20 minutes in to the second half, and the clock halted. I think that may have been as simple as no one could locate a ball on the far side. Cross into the middle, a leaping header to knock it away. Ben Jude swings the ball back up into the midfield. McCarthy trying to knock it down, chested down by another Spartan. Poked into the box. Talbert, though, uncontested, off her line to make the pickup. Talbert fakes the roll in the direction of Wells. And now pushes everyone ahead for the punt. Low liner this time, skips on a bounce onto the Tampa half. Ben Jude comes in like a bowling ball. Passes ahead for Drummond, trying to make a turn to the right. Able to get control with a player on her hip. She's going one-on-one against McCarthy. Poke to the outside. Bisco watches it roll out and over for an Eckerd throw-in.
Sanders to take the throw-in for the Tritons. She'll pass back.
Here comes Wells coming up aggressively onto the offensive half. Stays up as a potential backwards outlet for Sanders. We'll see if this throw-in goes right back that same direction. Ben Jude uses her left leg to bring the ball down. And sent into the box by Sanders. Antunes lets it sit at her foot. Drummond will make her go pick it up. Antunes with the punt, angled toward the near side, comes off the chest of Ben Jude for a Tampa throw-in. And the Spartans have another substitute waiting to come on.
Knapp coming off as Armas comes in for the Spartans.
Wells' attempt to clear, volleyed right back. Battle down near the end line and a foul against Tampa. Tritons get a free kick, but it is deep down toward the end line and angled quite a ways away from the goal. I guess not too much different from where Talbert would get to take a goal kick from. I thought it would be spread out a little further toward the edge of the box. Ball ahead through the air looking for Sanders and comes off a Tampa head. Under 22 minutes to play. Tampa still holding on to that 1-goal lead that they have had since the 11th minute. Spallon swarmed, passes back for Talbert. Talbert out to the left side, skims off Hudson's head.
Deep throw in.
Spallon answers it, sending it right back to the original thrower.
Spartans switch the field. Bisco looks to challenge.
Bisco, side saddle back, and her challenge effective as Desotels loses it out over the near touchline. Sanders throw in for Benjude. Puts a player on her back, tries to turn right, but there was a second defender there. Desotels steals it away. Sanders, though, back to win control back. Benjude, Spallon, back for Benjude with the left foot, able to rip through. But again, Tampa able to recover. Della Fourcade into the middle of the field. Now to the outside. Pretty ball, but stolen away. Sanders has been everywhere in this second half for the Tritons. Benjude working it forward into the center circle. Long pass ahead looking for Hudson. Hit first by Tampa. Drummond passes back. Ball pops up into the air. Good physical play by Stuck. And Stuck gets shoved down, no call. Tampa back the other way with a pass curling into the middle of the pitch. This ball on a bounce off the head of Bisco. Give and go, Benjude and Bisco. Bisco fakes left, comes back right, loads up, right-footed shot, hits the post, and careens away. Bisco with the best chance yet for the Tritons. Now here comes Tampa on the counterattack. Stolen away, though. Benjude. Out to the outside. Tampa player retreating back into the play to interrupt it. Talbert up to the top of the 18, settles with her foot. Here comes a challenge. Able to get the pass out to Stuck on the outside. Senecal looking to pass forward, but the ball out, and Tampa will substitute with under 19 minutes remaining.
Looks like Armas will come to take the throw in for the Spartans. She looks to pass down line.
It's a good throw on it, but Senecal there to put the initial header back in the direction the ball came from. Drummond fighting, trying to push it onward. Sierra Hudson there as well. Spallon knocked down right over the center stripe. For large portions of the first half, Tampa was able to keep the Tritons back on their heels. Tritons have really had the better of possession and the opportunities here in the second half, but still unable to find the net to this point. About 3.5, 4 yards inside of the Spartans' half.
We know Spallon can place it in the box. It's whether or not the Tritons in the box are able to utilize it and get it into the goal.
Here it comes. It's a missile toward the far post, knocked down, and eludes the Tritons again. Ball to the outside for an Eckerd throw-in, and the Tritons will make a substitution. In fact, both teams will.
Rodriguez coming off for the Tritons as Ripple comes back in. Senecal to take the throw in.
Comes right back to her. Spallon, but Tampa able to push the ball forward. Hostage. Her pass to no one in particular, taken by Wells, brings the ball forward. Hostage trying to cut her off. As Sanders has the ball come off of her foot just a little too hard over the touchline.
DeSaltes to take the throw in for the Spartans. She'll throw down line.
Wells knocks it up onto Tampa half where Drummond is in pursuit. Senecal plays it forward through the air for Hudson. Hudson knocked to the turf. And the ball goes out over the far touchline for an Eckerd throw-in.
Senecal to take it again. Looks to pass down line. Although she's looking for some closer options.
She does have Spillane right in front of her and also this back outlet. Benjude, Wells. Wells with room, brings it forward. One touch, two touch, loads up. She sends it forward into the box over Drummond's head. And it's snagged or at least knocked down to the turf by Victoria Antunes.
Drummond continues to challenge the goalie of the Spartans. I think that's a great strategy. Just in case that ball does decide to slip through the gloves, she's there to make an attempt.
DeSaltes able to find an alley to pass the ball ahead. Into the middle. There is some open space here for the Spartans. Out to the right side, edge of the box, and that ball blasted over everything and out into the trees. We've seen 30 minutes come and go in the second half of the match. 75 minutes total are gone, and Tampa still leads by a goal. McCarthy's 11th minute goal. Still the difference. Tampa from the right side down near the end line. That ball hit too long. A goal kick for Eckerd.
Update on Eckerd men's soccer. Score still 0-0 with PBA having 11 shot attempts, 2 on goal, and Eckerd just 1 shot attempt. Dawson having 2 saves tonight so far.
Out to the right side, foot race for the ball. And Stook curls back inside, ball rolls out for a Tampa throw-in. From out on the far side, the Tampa throw-in, loaded up into the box. And knocked out by Eckerd, a corner kick out to the far side. The Tampa player closest to the action was Catherine Hostage. Fourth corner for Tampa. Eckerd has had 3. Hit toward the top of the box, and Talbert snatches the ball out of the air in the 6. The Tampa player managed to get a foot on the ball, but couldn't really direct it. Talbert sends the ball away. Hostage settles the ball on the ground off the inside of her knee. Pass to the outside, Spartans on the move. Left-footed pass into the middle. Taken away, Wells. Benjude. Carrying the ball ahead herself, now for Sanders. Desertel steps up for the steal. Benjude comes to challenger. Pass into the middle, give and go. Wells, great job to break it up. That ball deflects free momentarily. Still loose, still an opportunity for the Spartans. Carried down toward the end line. And that came off of Eckerd last. Sanders the last to touch it. Corner kick for Tampa in the near side corner with 12 minutes remaining. Into the corner goes Ella Armas. Tampa puts everyone on the 18. Spartans have everyone standing deep to mark them. Bit of a false start that time. Here it comes. Past the far post, near the 12, headed down. Talbert handles it on a bounce. $11:15 to play. Tampa up a goal. Comes off the inside of Hudson's foot. Spallon controls. Comes back to Spallon. Sends the ball ahead. And carries too far. Goal kick. Triton still seeking the equalizer on senior night. A low left-footed kick by the keeper, Antunes. That ball takes a friendly bounce for the Tritons, staying in, controlled. Senecal on the run, shoots just wide across the face of the goal.
Another very close attempt from the Tritons tonight.
Abisco continues to play really well. She would have had the assist if that shot had found its mark. Abisco pursuing here, got a foot on that ball ahead. Spallon knocks it down, keeps it in. It gets knocked down from behind. We'll see a card here for Tampa, I'm sure. And then a set-piece opportunity and a dandy of one for the Tritons as the yellow card flies for the Spartans.
Spallon to take this kick for the Tritons. We've seen it before. She could probably even shoot and score from here.
This is hard, though. It's a tough angle. Spartans load everyone up in a bunch in front of the center of the goal. The Tritons, you want to try to blind the keeper a little bit here.
That card will go to Armez for unsporting.
Spallon from just beyond the top corner of the 18. Two-person wall. And it's hit long. Again, that angle just tough to navigate.
Yeah, if it had just curved just a little bit, it was a tad bit shorter, it probably would have gone right in.
Under 9 minutes remaining. Tampa by a goal. Tritons keeping the pressure on. Tampa, though, wins control here and a ball ahead. Headed to the outside by Stook. Eight and a half to play as the throw-in comes in. Batted right back out by the Tritons.
Armaz to take it.
Chance to turn, shoot with the left foot. Couldn't get a knee over it. I think it was Hostage getting the shot away that time. High and to the left. Goal kick for Eckerd coming up on 8 minutes remaining. Talbert to take it from smack dab in the middle of the 6. Sends it straight up the middle of the field. It skims off a Tampa head. Kirkpatrick with the first touch on it. Hit into the Tampa bench. Throw in for the Spartans. Throw in with a friendly bounce, but Wells is there to clean it up.
Armaz to take the throw in again for the Spartans. She looks to throw down line, but doesn't have much of an option just yet.
Throw makes it to the far edge of the box. Triton swarm to it, and that's got to be a foul against Tampa. It is. Full-on wrestling to the ground. Talbert will come up to take the free kick from just beyond the 18. This would be a third conference win for Tampa, which they sorely need as they try to play their way into the top half of the conference. Sprinting back, Sanders. Tritons would need to win each of their last two, this one and the makeup game on Friday, to get to 3 wins in conference play. Pass ahead, Spallon, perfect to her. That pass, looking for Drummond. Bisco pursues. Bisco nearly able to steal it, but Tampa, for the moment, able to send it back long onto the Tritons' end. Hostage chasing Wells. Wells slides. Talbert and Wells collided hard. And a yellow card shown to, I'm pretty sure it was Hostage for Tampa, who was making that run from the middle of the field. And Wells is still down on the turf. There's 5:54 remaining. And we are going to step aside, take a short break here on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network for the injury timeout.
Thank you to preferred partner of Eckerd Athletics, Cora Physical Therapy. For more information and to achieve a healthier you, visit coraphysicaltherapy.com, where patients with orthopedic problems, work-related injuries, sports injuries, and various neuromuscular and neurological conditions are always treated right.
Andy Wells to her feet and jogging off under her own power. A good sight to see for the senior defensive anchor for the Tritons from Dacula, Georgia. Final 5:54 to play here between the Tritons and the Spartans. Tampa has led since the 11th minute. Again, we didn't really have a good view as to exactly what Hostage did that created that collision, but the officials certainly had no hesitation in whipping out the yellow card, and Hostage had no complaint whatsoever about it.
Talbert to take the kick.
Sent spinning in the direction of Sierra Hudson. Adoria Sanders tries to win it, but it's poked away by Jalissa Richardson for Tampa. Richardson battling with Benju down the near touchline. Ajar gets physical to briefly wrest control away. Ball goes out. Several bodies do as well.
Wells was watching that from the sideline, waiting to be subbed back in. I'm sure she had a little bit of worry seeing that as she goes out, the ball comes on the side of the field that she's defending this half.
So Wells back on. Throw-in comes to Spillane. Knocked out by Kirkpatrick. 5 minutes remaining. Throw in for Bisco, who's played really well this half. Her left-footed pass poked away by Kirkpatrick. Benjude comes in hard, steals the ball away. Whistle and a foul. Free kick for Tampa coming up on 4.5 minutes to go. McCarthy launches it long to no one in particular. It does make it to Richardson, but not before being played by Sanders. Richardson, though, able to win back control, passes into the box. Benjude trying to take it away. And lost out for a Tampa throw-in. Coming up on 4 minutes remaining. It's knocked down by Wells. Benjude. Spillane, quick touch back for Ripple. The outside, brought forward. 3:30 to go. Pass through the center circle. Benjude surveys her surroundings. Slides a pass over to the left for Stook. Stook dribbling all the way across the field to the near side. Leaves a short pass for Sanders. Sanders back into the middle for Spillane. Ground-bound pass ahead for Benjude. Gets it to the outside. Bisco works left, works right. Heading down toward the corner. Trying to create space for a cross. Briefly shook free. Gets wiped out just at the right of the box. No call. Ball sent our way over the touchline. Wells races up to grab the ball over the touchline. She'll run up to throw it in. Tosses in for Benjude. Back for Wells. She serves it into the box toward Drummond. Kendall Drummond gets the ball onto the turf. Shoots, and it's blocked by McCarthy. Still loose. Sanders sends a pass back. Out to the outside. Coming up on 2:15 to go. Long distance shot. Sails high, wide, and to the right.
Just 2 minutes left in the last half. Triton's looking to make a final push here in order to at least end the game in a draw.
Victoria Antunes hands the ball off to McCarthy. 1:50, Tampa up a goal. They have held this lead since the 11th minute. Headed back, Wells pushes the ball to the outside. Sanders, ball comes shooting into the press area. Everyone's fine, ball already back in. Under 90 seconds to go. Wells pops the ball up. Spillane trying to settle it. Kirkpatrick for Tampa pushes the ball back onto the Eckerd half. Making the turn and sending it up is Stook. Pursuing Drummond, pushed back into the midfield. Spillane got a foot on the ball, couldn't do anything with it. Ball rolling somewhat harmlessly onto the Tritons half, but the clock is not harmless as it's into the final minute. 90th minute here on senior night. Tampa 1, Eckerd chasing. looking for the equalizer. Bisco in the middle of the field. Pushes to her left, leaves it off. Drummond, right-footed shot, in! Kendall Drummond in the 90th minute!
What a beautiful goal! Just like the game last week against Nova Southeastern, with Benjude making that final goal to tie the game. Drummond does the same thing on senior night tonight here at Eckerd College.
Brooke Bisco with the assist. She has played tremendously all half and certainly deserved to register a point. And so did the Tritons with this late effort. They've put the pressure on all through this second half. 25 seconds now. The goal for Drummond, her fourth of the season, taking over the team lead. Volleyed around in the midfield. Hostage trying to turn for one last chance. Double teamed, final 10 seconds. Ball goes out over the near touchline. Bisco's assist, her second of the season. A little bit of a mix up here. 3 seconds left. Yellow card shown to Adoria Sanders, but that's all elementary now. Clock halted with 3.2 seconds left. Kendall Drummond's late heroics on the assist from Brooke Bisco, tying the match in the 90th minute. Hostage's throw in, one touch, and an errant shot attempt as time expires. What a match, what an ending, what a senior night. Drummond's right-footed shot from 20 yards out, buried past Victoria Antunes. Hard to hold a one-goal lead for 79 minutes. Tampa held it for 78 and a few seconds. A well-earned draw, 1-1, and a point for the Tritons against the Tampa Spartans, moving the records to Eckerd at 1-4-4 and Tampa at 2-3-4 in conference play. Eckerd 4-5-4 overall. Tampa 6-6-4 overall. Devonay, break down that sequence of the game-tying goal for us.
A beautiful assist by Bisco. She was ready to find Drummond coming up for the diagonal pass to make that final goal. That will make Drummond the highest scorer for the Tritons this season with 4 goals now. Bisco, I believe, has
It's her second assist.
Second assist this season. And what a beautiful assist it was. That play would definitely not have been possible without her talent of working the ball around the Spartans to ensure that that ball gets connected to Drummond to make that final push to tie the game.
And to that point, Bisco had perhaps as good of a chance as anyone for the Tritons to score. She had hit the right post earlier in the half. Very, very hard-fought match for the Tritons. Great pressure throughout the second half as they wound up out-shooting Tampa 12-6 over the course of the match. So once again, your goal scorers, Erin McCarthy for Tampa, her first of the season in the 11th minute. Kendall Drummond, the equalizer in the 90th minute for the Tritons to end the match 1-1. That'll do it from here in St. Petersburg. Thank you so much for tuning in. For Devonay Williams, I'm Nate March, and you've been watching a live presentation of Eckerd College Soccer on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.